only work one job, I only make. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome to my channel. It's your girl Lena, and I am here for Financial Friday. I talk about mental health, financial health, and lifestyle. My main focus being mental health, and I think it goes hand in hand with financial health. On Fridays, I do financial health, and I talk about everything to do with finances and how to get to a point of financial freedom and hopefully retire early. Welcome so much. I'm so glad to have you here. Today, I am going to talk about the first steps to financial freedom. Last week I talked about 3 rules of financial freedom, and the week before that I talked about what I think is one of the most important thing to do if you're earning, if you're getting any money in. And I will always start with that point in my videos. So hey, pay yourself first. If you're getting paid, pay yourself first. Anytime you get paid, the first thing you should do is pay yourself first. Okay, let's say you've paid yourself first. If you haven't watched that video, please go back and watch it. It's really important to start with that. That is like the first basic financial advice anybody should know about. Today I'm going to talk about the first financial steps to financial freedom. A lot of people say, hey, I just work, I get my salary, and you know, there's no way, if I don't have an extra source of income, there's no way I can be financially free. I am here to say that whatever amount of money you make, you can help yourself, you can jumpstart into financial freedom. It doesn't matter if you're working, you know, if you're getting paid, you know, a certain amount, a flat amount, you're salaried, there's no opportunities for overtime, there's no opportunity for any other kind of income in, or if you're working 5 days a week and you can, you know, get any other time to make more money. I'm here to tell you, you have to manage the money you have first before you can move on. You know, people say, I don't make a lot of money, so there's no way I'm gonna be able to save, there's no way I'm gonna be able to work myself into financial freedom. I'm here to tell you that with the least amount of money you make, with the amount of money you make, if you're intentional, yes, you can be financially free, or you can jumpstart your journey to financial freedom. If you hear baby, I have my baby back there. She's swinging. If you hear her talk, she likes talking. So any amount of money you make, you can start being intentional with it. And then when you get, because you will, when you get more money, when you are able to make more money, when you get another source of income, then if you're intentional with the little amount of money, I'm sure you can make more. You can be intentional with more money, and you'll know how to budget more money. So the following steps are steps for anybody who's making money, especially people who are working maybe one job, they don't have an extra income, people who feel like they're stuck and they don't know how they're gonna get into the financial trap. This is for you. These are the things that we should start doing from now on to help us, jumpstart us, to prepare us for when we start making big money. Yes, because we'll be making big money. Number 1 is live below your means. Yes, a lot of people, a lot of us live above our means. We get credit cards, we buy things on credit, we get, you know, before you get your pay is already gone before you make the money. So if you start living below your means, you will be able, again, excuse my baby, now she's gonna talk and talk. Hopefully we'll be able to do this video. If you live below your means, you'll be able to get some money, to save some money. At the end of the day, when you get paid, you'll have more money instead of being continuously in debt. So always live below your means. If you can afford that, whatever you want now, and it's a want and not a need, then avoid it until you make money to get it. So keep living below. You know, buying things in credit, it gives you satisfaction at the moment, but then it digs holes and holes that, you know, sometimes it will be really hard to undig to get yourself out of. Number 2, know your current situation. Know your current situation. I laugh because when I came here, I didn't know anything about credit cards. I knew that, you know, you pay for things, you buy things with money. If you don't have money, you don't get it. I didn't know anything about credit cards. I didn't know anything about, you know, getting things in debt. Basically, that you can get a card that has money, go buy stuff, and, you know, pay it later. I didn't know anything about that. And then I knew about it, and that was a disaster, because then I went crazy. I started using credit cards. Actually just one credit. I only had one credit card, but I maxed it because I kept, you know, getting things that I wanted, things that I did not need, and I kept charging the credit, telling myself I will pay later. I kept charging and charging and charging, and of course, okay, let me talk to the baby. So I gave her something. Hopefully she'll be quiet for us. I don't know how long, but anyway, I kept charging my credit and telling myself, oh, I'll pay it next pay period, I'll pay it, and before I know it, I was in a deep hole. And I actually did not know that I was, you know, digging this hole until one day I needed something. I needed to get something, and they had to run my credit. And then when they ran my credit, I was very, very disappointed. My credit was like embarrassingly low. And actually, I was like, I didn't know anything. I wasn't checking my credit score. I wasn't keeping up with my credit score until that point. Then after that, I became intentional. I wanted to know my credit score. I got these free apps where you can check your credit, you can keep up with your credits, as much as they're sometimes not very accurate, but they will give you an idea of where you are in your credit. So I got these app, and I started being intentional, started knowing my credit, and then I started paying my debts on time and trying to get rid of the debts, trying to undig myself from the hole that I had put myself in. So the point of this is know your current situation. If you don't know your current situation, then, you know, you're not gonna help yourself. You'll keep probably making the same mistakes. Number 3 is track your spending. The same as knowing your current situation, your current, you know, financial situation, is tracking your spending. It's so easy for money to pile up if you're not keeping, you're not tracking it. Another example, another anecdote of my experience is, you know, buying food when going to work, not, you know, carrying my own food. And, you know, every day, you know, if I'm working 5 days a week, 4 days a week, 3 days a week, you know, spending maybe 10 for one meal, another 10 for another meal, you know, before I know it, at the end of the month, if you look at your bank statement, you're like 10, 8.99, 9.99, 7.99, 5.99 here, and before you know it, you've spent $400 onto your belly. I think that's, and it's junk food, it's, you know, unnecessary food. It's not like groceries. On top of that is money on top of your groceries. So setting aside money for, let's say, lunches at work, if you have to eat outside, or your coffee or something like that, and trying to be intentional with that can help you with your financial situation. And then creating a debt payoff plan. Always, if you're in debt, always have a payoff plan. Always, you know, make goals and stick to them. Try to stick as much as you can, stick to them. I read about a story about a lady who had a credit card, and for her to control her spending on a credit card, this is what she did, and I thought it was very, very genius of her. She however much money she had spent on her credit that month, she'll pay it all off like everybody should, but on top of that, she will pay herself taxes, 10% of that money. So if let's say she spent $300 on credit card, and you know, on credit card she was paying bills and using credit cards to maneuver day-to-day life, she will take, if it was $300, she will take 10% of the $300, which is $30, and pay herself, and that $30 will be savings. So she said that this was like kind of a double-edged sword, because she was saving, you know, getting the 30% off, like those taxes, paying herself, like she's taxing herself. She was saving this money, but at the same time it kind of helped her stop spending more, because she didn't want to spend more money. She didn't want to pay herself. She didn't want to pay taxes to herself. So it kind of balanced out. Whatever she spent, she gave herself 10% as tax into savings, and then the other one, the other amount of money, she paid the whole amount. So she was paying her debt and at the same time saving. So doing things like these, things that will help you pay off your debt, but at the same time help yourself. So you're paying your credit card and you're saving at the same time. Another point is set a deposit schedule. I'm always a fan of automation. With my credit and the horribly bad credit that I talked about, other things that were affecting my credit were missing payments, not paying things on time, not because I didn't have money, because I forgot, because I, you know, missed for, you know, a couple days. I paid my bills, but I forgot to pay them too late, and that kind of gave me a ding in my credit. So the power of automation, if you can automate your bills, just make sure you have the money in your account. That will help you. That will help with your credit, because then, you know, you won't get dings in your credit. And then if you're automating, like let's say savings, you will save that money without it coming to you, without you saying it, and that will be easier, because sometimes we all have all the intentions to save, but as soon as you get money, you get ideas of wants that you need. Oh, let me do this, next time I'll add it to it, and then you never add to it. So if you can automate your bills, if you can automate your savings, that will help you. If you're able to automate, please do it, and it helps so much. The holy grail is the emergency fund. We talked about the emergency fund in my first video, the pay yourself video, and you can go back and watch it, but always have an emergency fund and keep adding to it. Don't stop, keep adding to it, because emergencies can vary from something very minor to something that will wipe all your savings and your lifetime savings away. So keep doing these things, you know, with the little money that you have, or a lot of money that you have, wherever you fall. But these are things that a day-to-day person, a person who's just, you know, making money from, let's say, employment, a small business, can do to jumpstart their journey to financial independence. This is not for, you know, billionaires or something like that, though they can still do this, they probably do this, but these are small things that people, you know, always say, I only work one job, I only make this much money, how can I save? You know, look at those bills, look at those unnecessary things that you're doing, look at those things that you're getting and getting charged more interest than you should pay for, and, you know, start from there. We all have to start somewhere. Thank you so much for joining me again. I hope you keep coming for more. Bring your friends, and always subscribe, like, share, and if you're new here, I'm so glad you came today. Keep coming for more. Thank you. Bye.